Previously on 𝔩𝔦𝔫𝔨𝔰. The winner of Headshot Week, London, was asked to pair each doll up with a designer brand. Billy's Louis Vuitton outfit left her looking opulent, making her the top small star of the week, while Aloha's Fendi came off as untrendy, and Luna's Kmart led the company to close its doors. Luna's time at the 𝔩𝔦lStar drew to a close.
11 of the most talented doll photographers have been selected from all over Dollstagram. Each week they'll be given a theme, have to make photos for that theme, and then score each other's photos. Each week, one girl will be eliminated from the competition, while the winner will receive immunity for the next round. Welcome to 𝔩𝔦lStar. I'm Ariana King, and let's get into it. This week on 𝔩𝔦lStar is Original Superhero Week. Each girl will be tasked with coming up with a brand new unique superhero and creating a photo around it. I think this theme will give the girls so much inspiration and produce really creative results, so let's see what they come up with. Coming up first is Billy, who took first by a landslide last week with her Louis Vuitton photo. After setting the bar so high, let's see what she does with the superhero prompt. First of all, Billy, this isn't a bad photo. I like the color scheme and concept, and the execution wasn't the worst. But honestly, I don't get superhero from this at all. I mean, the subject in the photo obviously possesses powers, but for some reason it's just not equating to superhero for me. Besides that, a lot of the editing is messy, like the choppy cutout around your hair and the pixelation on the lightning. Something I do like though is, like I said, the color scheme. The colors seem to have been very well thought out and they all go together very well, but overall, I just don't think this photo gave superhero. Next is Aloha, who ended up in second to last place last week, but who I allotted at least one more week to prove her talent. Let's take a look at Miss Aloha's photo for this week. Aloha, to be honest, I don't understand what's going on here. I have a lot of the same concerns that I had for Billy's, like a misunderstanding of the theme and more. Like the lighting and background and editing, it's just very wrong. You're entirely backlit, and the light that is coming from the back is so dull that it's just practically not lit at all. Although the icicles are cool, like I said, this doesn't give superhero, and this whole thing just kind of left me confused. Next is Gabriella, who surprised everyone last week with a new photography style on her Burberry piece. Let's see what she does for her superhero photo.
Hi guys, it's Gabriella from AGSM, and today I'm going to be showing you the behind the scenes clips of my photo this week. For my superhero, I'll be the hero that transforms your old boring clothes into cute trendy ones. So for this photo, I decided that I'd wear this outfit, so it's really cute and trendy. And then I'll also be having Joss over here. She'll be in my photo as well. And this will be what will be like the boring outfit. So it's just kind of this plain outfit. And then I'll have her change into a trendier outfit to show kind of the before and after. I'll just show you guys how I'm gonna set everything up and take the photos. So for the first photo, I'm just gonna take a plain photo of me standing like this. So it's kind of like a superhero pose in a way, and then I'll take a separate photo of Joss just so she looks kind of like sad and down because her outfit, and then I'll show you guys the last picture I'm going to take. I'll be taking the photo of Joss in this outfit, so as you can see it's really cute and trendy. So then I'll have 3 photos, so then I'll just be editing everything together. But yeah, that's basically the story behind my photo, and yeah, now I'm just gonna edit.
Gabriella, I love this photo. The concept already is so cute, and the execution was so well done too. I think the style of the photo and idea and just everything was so creative. And even if you hadn't told me what your superhero does, I definitely would have gotten it from this. I love that you added a logo and a catchphrase into the photo, as well as the before and after of your superpower. It just makes everything seem so fleshed out and really well thought out. If I were to point out a flaw in it, I maybe personally would have used a different, thicker font, but it's not really a huge deal. This is just so cute. I love it. Fourth, we have London, who stunned everyone last week with her glowy Givenchy photo. Let's see what she does with the theme this week.
I was so excited to do Superhero Week. We had to come up with our own original, superhero, like they said. But I wanted my superhero to be really colorful and everything, and be the kind of fun superhero, if that makes sense. So basically, I had this rainbow tutu that was all glittery, which by the way, glitter got all over the place, which was awful, because then I had to clean it up, which was not fun. But then I also wanted my superhero superpower was to have food, basically just give food to people, but safe food, healthy food. Well, not healthy food. I had popcorn and cookies in my shoot, so I don't think that's really healthy exactly. But in my case, I think it is. But I also just had a little tube top on, and then I had this cape, which I was just a tapestry from my room that I used, and yeah. And then lastly, for my location, I actually went outside. I have not gone outside in a while, but I went onto this little roof ledge that I had. It looked like it was actually a roof, but it wasn't. Well, I mean, it is a roof, but it wasn't very high up. So yeah, basically that's just kind of everything that I had with my shoot, and it was really fun. I brought my dog too to be a part of it, and I had, a little reflector too, so I could have more light. And yeah, it was so fun.
London, I really like this photo and idea. I think that all the little details are so cute, like the popcorn, the dog, the ears, and the tutu. I just think that it really all adds to the whimsical, youthful feel of the photo. That being said, I personally would have used a different filter on the photo, seen as the darker, moody one you chose doesn't really work amazingly with the cheerful elements. Although overall, I really like this photo, and the approach that you took to it was very creative and unique. Fifth is Marlo, who emulated Chanel perfectly in her photo last week. In turn, I'm so excited for her photo this week.
So here we are on the set of my photo shoot. I've got this really cool superhero outfit on. and we tried our best. And here's a white backdrop because there's infinite possibilities with editing. So let's take our photo. I've been trying to separate myself from the background, and I got so far, and then when I came to the legs, Photoshop was being annoying, and I'm just done with this. I think I'm just gonna do a really bad selecting job and then go in more detailed later because I do not have the patience for Photoshop right now. I want to get my beautiful earrings, and it's hard because I did white on white. See, this happens all the time and it's really annoying because I'm clearly not marking that area. And now the pants are gone. Oh my god, that is freaky. What did I just do? No, what? I want the stupid leg. No, you're getting in. I'm done. Do I have to erase this? Okay, we're erasing this. I cannot.
So Marlo, from your video, I could tell that you were really struggling with Photoshop. It was definitely because your background was the same color as your outfit. And I think that if you had gone in by hand and edited the background out like with a brush tool or the lasso tool, this would just look much better. All the edges are just super rough. Aside from that, I wish you had edited a shadow under yourself and spent more time editing the lasers. Like maybe take into account how their light would reflect off of everything. Overall though, I think you had a nice concept, but it just got lost in the execution and everything just looks out of place. Speaking of out of place, we have a super crickets plot was coming for you guys this week. Right now in the competition, we have 9 contestants left. But I've just started to feel like it's too early in the competition to be getting into the single digits, which is why we brought in a new contestant, meet Nanea of @mooney.ag. We decided to bring her on this week to shake things up, so let's see what she does for the superhero theme. Nanea, if this photo was standing by itself, it'd be pretty fine. I mean, it's just a pretty standard photo. I'm not sure you understood the theme, because I'm not getting superhero from this at all. Maybe you were going for a more like everyday hero photo, but even still, I think there just could have been better ways to convey that. I just don't know if you got the theme. Like, I know I told it to you. I just don't know if you... I'm gonna move on. 7th is Jude, who had a great Balenciaga photo last week. Let's see what she does for Superhero Week.
Here's a quick look at the behind the scenes of how I took this week's photo. I made the cape that I'm wearing out of pieces of felt. For my outfit, I have my hair in these little rubber bands, and I'm wearing this shirt that I made that has a rainbow on it. I also have this rainbow flag pin that I made with shrink plastic. I have 2 bracelets that I made on this wrist and 1 on the other wrist, and then I used this piece of tape to keep the cape in place. I didn't have rainbow socks, so I used these ones, and I changed the colors later in the final picture. To make the final picture look like I was in the sky and flying, I just took my first picture in front of this purple blanket and then removed the background later.
Jude, I love this so much. I already love the concept, and using all the rainbows was such a cute idea. On top of that, the execution was great, and I love the style of the photo. Plus the colors, and that you included a logo. The literal only issue I have with this is that the cutout job around the hair is a little messy, but that's it. I feel like my critique for this is so short because I just have nothing negative to say. Coming up next is Sage, who really disappointed me with her Prada photo last week, but let's see what she does this week.
Hey guys, it's Sage, and today I'm going to be taking my superhero picture. Well, original superhero. I've been trying to work on this all week, and I really had no idea what to do. It went from something to another, and it was just really confusing, so this is what I ended up with. I have a little outfit, and it's kind of like some moons, so maybe it's going to be like the defender of the night. I don't know. I kind of wish we could have like explanations, so we can rank differently, but that's okay. Here's my outfit. I have a little cape, and yeah, it's really basic, but I'm just gonna edit it. I don't really know, so I'll see you when I'm done editing.
Here's the final photo. It's not my best, which I would understand if I got eliminated this week.
Sage, this photo definitely would give witch before it would give superhero. I don't know exactly what idea you had here, and I wish you had provided us with more of an explanation, because I just feel very lost here. Besides from that, I think that the editing on the photo is really nice and clean. The editing on the light in your hand is really clear, and I like the blurry vignette coming away from your face. Like Nanea's photo though, this just does not give superhero. Next up is Siddha, who had an amazing Versace photo last week. I just know that for Superhero Week, she will do an amazing job.
Hi, I just wanted to show you guys behind the scenes for this week's photo. So, for this bald superhero concept, got Siddha perched on top of a little trimmer razor thing, and to suspend this, it's on 2 pieces of string on this clothing rack. It's not nearly as stable as I would have hoped. Way more difficult to pose.
Siddha, like, oh wow, this photo is so perfect. The concept in itself is amazing, and your execution is so, like, perfect. I love the outfit and the cohesive color scheme, and I love that you thought to use an actual, well, I don't know what this is called. I think it's like a razor, like the thing that you're sitting on. Anyways, it was so creative to use that as a prop. I also love that you made a logo, and the name of your superhero itself is just so cute. Overall, this is so perfect, and there's nothing I would change. Finally, we have Spinelli.
Hey everyone, it's Spinelli, and for this week's theme of superhero, I already had a basic idea of what I wanted to do. I have this superhero that I designed a little bit ago, but she kind of stays on Earth and then she can travel between dimensions, but I didn't really have a particular superhero suit made for her, so I went and I designed one. So then I picked out all the clothes, and then this was the final outfit that I went with. And I made a makeshift hood with like a towel. And then I got ready to take the shot, and I stood on a trash can. Once I had the shot, I went into Procreate and I erased the background out of the photo. My character's name is White Phoenix, so I wanted to get like a PNG of a phoenix to put on her shirt. And this is the process of me removing the white background. She also has glowing eyes, so I wanted to brighten up her eye sockets a little bit to emulate that. And I just used a blue, and then I just played around with the layering. I then went in and made her hands a little bit bright, maybe like she has powers and her hands are glowing. And this is the time lapse of everything that I did on Procreate and all the layers that I put on her. I went back and I changed the background a few times, and when I was done I added text of her name, and I also brightened up her eyes on my phone, but I don't have that screen recording. But this is how I created my photo for this week.
Spinelli, I like this photo. The editing is really clean and creative like it usually is with your photos. I really like the glow that you added around the hands and how you kept the color palette super limited to make sure that you can really highlight the things that you wanted to. Talking about the colors, the editing of your eyes is cool, but a little creepy. I like this photo, and I think that you had a nice concept and good execution. And now it's time for the rankings. Each doll will have the chance to put each photo in order from best to worst. The photo that ranks the highest will be the winner and receive immunity for the next round. As the winner of last week's episode, Billy cannot be eliminated. I will choose a photo from the two that rank the lowest to be eliminated. So let's take a look at how the rankings went.
Hello everyone, this is Spinelli, and I'm going to be giving my ratings for this week. I really like your photo. I think it's a super creative idea.
This is such a cute name for the superhero because she has a buzz cut, and your editing is amazing as always. But I feel like the background is very boring, and the only thing that like screams superhero is like her cape.
But I feel like if you didn't know the theme was superhero, you may not realize that it was.
This I'm getting like super villain vibes. This is interesting.
And fourth place, I give to Marlo. For Marlo, I think she is really well lit, and I think the lasers look really nicely edited. I think she maybe could have been a bit more centered.
This is like real life superhero, but it does not scream superhero at all to me.
But I feel like you can't really tell that with the photo. It just kind of looks like she's in the forest because she doesn't really have on a cape or any sort of superhero outfit. So I feel like it's just lacking, and then there's a lot of space at the top. You could have maybe added text.
I ended up giving first place to Riley Jude, and that was because I really liked the rainbows in it.
Riley Jude first place, second place Billy.
In 7th place, I had London's photo.
8th place was Aloha.
I think I'm gonna have to say Nanea is the worst.
7th place I give to Nanea.
9th place, Nanea.
And finally, in 9th place, I had Nanea's photo.
Done. If I look at this anymore, I'm gonna stress out. Good luck, everyone.
Riley Jude's gay rights masterpiece earned her the top spot in the ranking this week. However, London and Nanea ended up in the bottom two. Nanea, you seem to not understand the theme at all this week. Your photo had nothing to do with it. London, your lighting was a little stinky, and without the cave, I wouldn't have been able to tell that this was superhero either. Although, it does suck to see her go right after she's joined. Nanea, I'm going to eliminate you from 𝔩𝔦𝔫𝔨𝔰.
Next time on 𝔩𝔦𝔫𝔨𝔰. Each competitor is given the theme water. Which dolls will stay afloat while one drowns? Find out next week on 𝔩𝔦𝔫𝔨𝔰.